Question number 141. Neurons are responsible for. Neurons, also known as nerve cells, are the structural and functional units of nervous system. And these are responsible for, the very first option given is formation of myelin sheath in CNS. And this is an incorrect option because in CNS the myelin sheath is formed by neuroglial cells and not by neurons. Neuroglial cells like oligodendrocytes. The next option given is transmission of subthreshold stimulus, and this is an incorrect option because these neurons are responsible for the transmission of nerve impulse to threshold stimulus and not to subthreshold stimulus. The next option given is responding to subthreshold stimulus, and this is also an incorrect option because these neurons are responsible for responding to threshold stimulus and not to subthreshold stimulus. The last option given is depolarization upon receiving threshold stimulus, and as it is a correct option, this is a correct answer to our question because these neurons, they'll receive, transmit and respond to threshold stimulus and gets depolarized. So the correct answer to this question is option number 4. Let's discuss our next question. Question number 142. Select the incorrect statement, and the very first statement is autonomous nervous system is a part of CNS. And as it is an incorrect statement, so this is a correct answer to our question because autonomous nervous system or ANS is a part of peripheral nervous system and not of central nervous system. The next statement is somatic nervous system is a part of PNS, and as this is a correct statement, so this cannot be a correct answer to our question because as you can see here, this peripheral nervous system is categorized into somatic neural system and autonomous neural system. This autonomous neural system again categorized into sympathetic neural system and parasympathetic neural system. This central nervous system sends impulse to skeletal muscles through somatic neural system, that is through peripheral nervous system. So let's discuss other options also. Third statement given is somatic nervous system relays impulses from central nervous system to skeletal muscles, and as it is a correct statement, so this cannot be a correct answer to our question. And the last statement is sensory impulses enter spinal cord through dorsal root ganglia, and as it is also a correct statement, so this is an incorrect option. So the correct answer to this question is option number 1. Let's proceed to the next question. Question number 143. A globular head and short arm of each myromycin together constitute LMM, cross arm, cross bridge and tail. And the correct answer to this question is option number 2, that is cross arm. As you can see here, this globular head along with the short arm constitute cross arm, and this cross arm is also known as heavy myromycin or HMM, and this is the tail part which is also known as light myromycin or LMM. So the last option tail and first option LMM or light myromycin are incorrect options, whereas the third option, cross bridge, is also an incorrect option because cross bridge is formed when head of myosin filament attaches with the myosin binding site on actin filament. So the correct answer to this question is option number 2. Let's proceed to the next question. Question number 144. Which of the following is correct statement for skeletal muscles? And the very first statement is tropomyosin cannot cover myosin binding site on actin, and this is an incorrect statement because we know tropomyosin is a dimeric regulatory protein which covers, as you can see here, this tropomyosin covers the actin filament at rest. The next option given is tropomyosin is a contractile protein, and this is an incorrect statement because tropomyosin is a regulatory protein. The next statement given is a complex protein troponin is composed of 4 different subunits, and this is an incorrect statement because the troponin is composed of 3 subunits and not 4 different subunits. The last option given is the globular head of myromycin acts as enzyme ATPase, and as it is a correct statement, so this is a correct answer to our question. This globular head acts as enzyme ATPase. As you can see here, head of myosin has this ATP binding site. So the correct answer to this question is option number 4. Let's proceed to the next question. Question number 145. Select endocrine gland which stores and releases its hormone in active form. The options given are adrenal gland, anterior pituitary, neurohypophysis of pituitary and parathyroid gland. And the correct answer to this question is option number 3, that is neurohypophysis of pituitary. Because this neurohypophysis of pituitary or posterior pituitary gland it stores and releases which hormones? Hypothalamic hormones. That is, the hormones which are synthesized and secreted by hypothalamus but are stored in posterior pituitary, and these are in active form. These hormones are present in active form and they are released from posterior pituitary gland, also known as neurohypophysis of pituitary. Let's discuss other options also. The other options given are adrenal gland, anterior pituitary and parathyroid gland, and these are the incorrect options because these glands do not store its hormone in active form. Thyroid gland is the only endocrine gland which stores and releases its hormones in active form. So the correct answer to this question is option number 3. Let's discuss our next question.